Hi everyone and welcome back to our Not So Human challenge. Ginevra is going through a lot lately, so let's see how she's going to be dealing with it. She is currently working on her little alien book that she started in the last episode because she is potentially pregnant with an alien, but she's not quite sure yet. She just knows that she's not ready for this. But while she is writing, let me show you some things around the house because I did change them. She had her paranormal gig last night and she earned a couple of thousand simoleons, so I changed up the living room a little bit. I mean, it is still quite bare bones, but it is kind of like getting somewhere. So we are finally starting to do something for the house. It's definitely not finished yet, but you can kind of see at least the idea of it. But I'm gonna have her write for a little bit longer, but today we also have our occult party that we need to throw. It's probably gonna be a little bit more difficult when she's not feeling very well and she is pregnant, so that's probably gonna be a little bit awkward because I don't think that anyone quite knows about this. So we kind of do need to figure out what's happening with the pregnancy as well. But I'm gonna have her make herself some food. She's currently making some plasma fruit salad. I didn't even know that was a thing, but I'm gonna make herself some food. I did realize just now that she is gonna be in her second trimester in 8 hours and she is honestly quite huge. That's concerning, isn't it? That's concerning for like first trimester. Oh, Lana is asking if we can come over. We are a little bit busy. We'll see her today at the party, I guess, but I guess that she does have something that she wants to talk about, and we definitely should. I think it's been a while, but not right now. Seriously though, plasma fruit salad. I've never seen that before. That's so fun. Oh, look at these two having a meal together. That's so sweet. Lilith is probably a little bit confused about the pregnancy as well. I think that maybe we should talk to her, tell her that she's gonna be a big sister. I don't know how she's gonna be feeling about it, but let's see. And I think that Ginevra doesn't really have much of a like filter. She doesn't really know. Oh, right. So, relationship change. Guidry and Minerva can't seem to connect. Okay, that's fine. But look at this. I completely forgot to tell you that right before I started recording, I got a notification that Minerva died. I'm assuming of old age, so that's a little bit sad, especially because we have realized that Minerva hasn't done anything wrong, and Ginevra was going to apologize, but she just didn't really get a chance to, and now she kind of never will, unless we see Minerva as a ghost just wandering around. But that's a little bit unfortunate. See, their bad sentiments almost faded. Yeah, we could have been friends with her, and she was like seeming to offer it. We're like inviting her to practice together, like doing magical duels and everything. But yeah, we didn't really get a chance to actually properly do that, which is a bit sad. But anyway, I was going to say that Ginevra doesn't have much of a filter, so she doesn't really see Lilith as like a child as she should. So maybe she would even tell Lilith that she's not feeling good about this pregnancy and she just absolutely hates it. So let's see what Lilith is saying. I mean, she's confident and she's looking okay, so she's not like really concerned, but let me see if she has any moodlets about it. I don't think so actually at all. She seems completely fine with the pregnancy, so I think that she's relatively on board with it. I guess we'll see once the baby arrives, especially because right now she's not even sure if it's her like full-on sibling or a half sibling. Not that it would change anything, but you never know. Lilith likes deception. Don't know how I feel about it, but I guess I'll say yes. Oh no, there's a fire. Oh no, Lilith, put yourself out. Oh my god, no. She can't put herself out. Oh no. Ginevra, go extinguish Lilith. Oh my god. Oh, that was so close. I mean, she's still not in the clear. I think it's okay. Oh, it's okay. Oh, that was so close. How did that even... Oh my god. And the rug burnt down. That's absolutely lovely. I mean, at least Lilith didn't burn down, but still, I just put that down. Oh yeah, and I didn't make this up. Mentina's just walking around the house. Okay, hello. Well, let's invite you in then. Oh, she has a gift for us, but I also realized that I kind of messed up with my building because we have like an extra step here now. I think because I raised the platform here, and oh no, I didn't put wallpaper here. And Morgan wants to come hang out. Absolutely. I guess the people are slowly gathering for the party. That makes sense. Okay, let's see what the gift is. I'm actually really curious. So let's see what it is. I mean, it's probably a gift for the occult party. Oh, maybe for the pregnancy as well, because Mentina knows. I'm pretty sure that Mentina is pretty much the only one that knows. Oh, she gave her an apple. I guess to keep her healthy. Fair enough. She obviously needs it. And look who else is at the door. It's Vladdy. I'm having Lilith go introduce herself to everyone, like Morgan and Mentina, but she would definitely want to invite Vladdy in. She wants to be friends with him. So absolutely. Ginevra, I think think that it would be kind of a good time for you to actually plan this social event. Oh, we could do it as a baby shower. Wait, would that be beneficial? Maybe she will get some presents. It's a bit of a weird thing to do. Okay, I'm not gonna. We can just do it like a little house party. Ooh, that costs money though. Let's invite Lana, and Morgan, Vladdy, and Mentina are still here, but still, let's invite them so they don't leave. Rio. Oh, Elphaba. I feel like she's a new addition. I feel like Elphaba hasn't been to any of our parties yet. I guess that we are inviting the aliens, although we have a bit of a grudge against them now, but we're still not really sure about the pregnancy. We do have to see. But of course, Mariana and Lorelei. Who else do we have? We have a lot of the aliens that we can invite. Caleb. And we don't have room for Nancy this time. That's a bit unfortunate because we are inviting a lot of aliens, but I guess that we do have to like kind of keep in touch with them. So everyone's gonna be arriving and Lilith is already the life of the party. Oh, and everyone's dancing here in the new setup. I love that. So I think that people are liking the new living room. But Ginevra, how do you feel about maybe announcing your pregnancy to your alien friends just so you kind of see their reactions? Because we don't really know what's happening yet, but maybe we can kind of tell from what they're saying. Like, is this something that's anything to do with them or is it someone else? Oh, this one seems to be pregnant as well. Okay. Oh, and Lana, you sat next to us. I guess that we kind of do have to share the big news with you, just, you know, out of friendliness, but we do kind of have to talk to you just in general. So, okay, the aliens kind of seem to be upset. At least Ginevra was. Oh, the alien is tense. So maybe it does have something to do with them. Oh no, and Ginevra's feeling a little bit sick. But I do actually have an option. At least I saw it somewhere. That she can ask a psychic about the other parents. That'll be so fitting for this series. I did just click out of the little thing that popped up, so that's a bit annoying. Oh, so she has like a suspicion who the father of the child would be. William. Oh, I'm feeling a little bit sussed out that it's actually offering me an actual choice here. I feel like it is an alien baby. It's just a little bit weird because she hasn't had any alien baby pregnancy symptoms, but that's maybe because it all kind of got a little bit glitched out. Remember how she was invisible when she like came back? And that's when I'm assuming she maybe got pregnant. So maybe that's why it got a little bit messed up. But for her sake, I'm kind of hoping that it's Guidry. So I'm going to go with Guidry here. But I am having a suspicion that it might not be. Oh no, this is the guy. He's at the party. That's awkward. But what happens now? She's still talking. Oh, she's still crying to Lana about all of this. But now kind of celebrating. She's kind of all over the place. It kind of makes sense, I guess. But what's happening with that like little asking a psychic? I think that it didn't really work. Maybe we can try that a little bit later. Not right now, she's busy with the party, fair enough. But we have a lot to talk about with Lana. Oh, and Guidry did just show up. I was kind of thinking, I hope that he shows up because we do have to tell him about the pregnancy as well. So maybe we should. So let's go and tell Guidry, announce the unwanted pregnancy because I don't think that he knows. I can't remember if she told him last time. Oh, Guidry's talking to Lilith and now we kind of have to interrupt it with these horrible news. Guidry's now really upset and Lilith has to witness this, so that's already just kind of weird and intense, isn't it? But Lana did just pull Ginevra aside because she told her that she needs to talk to her, so we're just up here in a bit of a more private setting to be talking about things, and Lana does seem quite terrified, not just because of the house, but also because the thing that we're helping her with has been happening for quite a while now, and she is low-key running out of time, so she's asking Ginevra if she's willing to help her more. Now she can finally tell her that she doesn't think that the crystals will be helping. She sees that Ginevra has a lot to deal with, but so does she, and Ginevra is the only one who has offered any sort of help and enthusiasm about the thing, just trying to work on it really hard. So Lana is finally telling her, yeah, you know, I'm a mermaid, and you know that I am slowly starting to lose my powers, and that's affecting all of Sulani, and it's going to be affecting my life and probably a lot more people's lives. So I need you to help, and I need to tell you the truth that the crystals will not be helping. Lana did let Ginevra work on this for a while, but I think that for a while now she knew that this is not going to be helpful. It's just not enough, and it's finally time to tell her the truth, and that is that there is someone, an actual person, affecting her powers, and she knows that the only way to stop them is to fight them, but she's not ready because she needs someone else to help her. Her mermaid friends are not enough, and they think that they need one more to complete all 4 of the elements that are needed to fight this person. And Ginevra is like, okay, but what are you trying to say here? What are you hinting at here? And Lana says, well, we have water, we have the sun, we have nature, but we also need a mermaid of darkness to help us. And we don't have that currently, but there is a way to make that happen. And I think that you would be the right fit, which Ginevra is a little bit confused about. What do you mean? But Lana is basically asking Ginevra to become a mermaid. And it doesn't have to be permanent, it can be temporary just until they figure this out and they manage to fight this evil siren off. But it does require Ginevra to become a mermaid, which is a really big ask. So Ginevra should kind of think about it. They are having a bit of a tense conversation, I can see. So Ginevra is feeling a little bit unsure about things, especially because, you know, she's pregnant now and she is currently also a spellcaster. So how is she gonna just switch all of that? And Lana is reassuring her to just breathe and take one step at a time. We don't have much time, but at least until you have this baby, and then we can kind of figure everything out. And you don't have to say yes, but this will be really helpful because it is the most straightforward things to do it. She's having like a little toast to reassure her as well. She is feeling a little bit freaked out, they both are, but it looks like it could maybe be doing something. I feel like they are low-key agreeing, but let's just not fully be set on it now, at least until Ginevra has the baby, because she can't transform into a mermaid right now anyway. But it is a lot to think about. Right now she's saying goodbye, so she has some time and privacy to think about things. I see that the party downstairs has died down. Pretty much everyone has left already, but we do still have Guidry here, so I think that Ginevra could go and talk to him because we do have a lot to talk about, especially because they have rekindled their romance just in the last episode, I believe, because they have realized that they were in a weird way meant for each other, but not really. It's all a bit of a mix of everything, but they could at least talk about things. And now that they have potentially another child on the way, they do kind of have to figure out what they want with all of this. And Guidry actually says that he doesn't want anything to do with this, no matter if the baby is his or not. They were trying to make things happen. Oh right, I did say that whenever Guidry's around she's going to be becoming a ghost, but right now when she's currently pregnant, it probably wouldn't be the smartest thing anyway. So Guidry is just saying that this is really hurting him a lot, and he did try to suffer through it, and they even had this child together, but he just can't do it anymore. It's just way too tiring. At least now he found her and he knows that his mother was actually right, but to him it's kind of closure to what he's been looking for. So he kind of feels like he wants to move on. He doesn't really want to be involved in this anymore. It doesn't matter if this child is his or not. He kind of is ready to move on. He doesn't really want this. He's feeling a little bit embarrassed, very tense now, but he just says that he really just wants to move on to another realm and maybe they can be reunited eventually. And he does still really love Ginevra, but he's kind of ready to move on. He's been here, trapped here for so long, and he's just really tired, and all of this is really painful for him. Ginevra is a little bit confused because she really expected Guidry's support in all of this. She really thought that if anything she has Guidry by her side now again, but at the same time she is trying to be understanding, and maybe letting him go would make the most sense if he's here by force, and it doesn't make sense. If he's unhappy, they really can't be happy together as well. It is a bit of a heated conversation, but they are both realizing that Guidry is probably right here and that he probably should just leave then if he wants to. But how are they going to make this happen with Lilith especially? Because at least Lilith is their child, they know that for sure. And well, I don't know, Lilith could contact him whenever she wants at the table, and that's gonna be okay. He's just not gonna be visiting the house. Oh Lilith, you have a missing toy. You'll have a missing father soon. Maybe this is actually a good lesson for it. Just play with a different toy. If you can't find the exact thing that you're looking for, just look for something that's like adjacent to it, so you could kind of have the same logic be applied to Guidry here. So yeah, play with a different toy. I mean, these two were never particularly close, but I'm sure that she would be missing her father, and Guidry would miss her as well. But again, they can talk through the little seance table whenever. It's just gonna be a little bit more distance between them. So I'm just gonna let Lilith say goodbye to Guidry, and that's gonna be it for him. So he doesn't even know if the baby is his, and he will not even find out. I don't know, he is kind of running away. I don't know how I feel about it. It's not really the best thing, definitely not the best timing, but if that's something he wants to do, we'll just let him. That would be Guidry Guidry's farewell. So we will just let Guidry go away forever. He can move on to the other realm where he was supposed to be many years ago, and now he has a bit more closure and a bit more peace, despite, you know, other things going on with like the current pregnancy and everything. He is abandoning a family that he created, which I'm not really happy with, but it is what it is. Maybe it's for the better. He is still wandering around the house, still kind of hanging out with Ginevra, but this is his final night. So whenever he leaves, probably in the morning, that's gonna be it. So these three can all hang out as a family for the last time together. It is kind of bittersweet in a way. I'm not even sure. This is like the first time hanging out as a family, and it's right before Guidry is gone forever. It is kind of painful, isn't it? So I don't know how to feel about it, but both Ginevra and Lilith are feeling very confident, so I feel like they'll be okay on their own, and they are alright with Guidry. It is all kind of out of sudden, but I feel like he's been thinking about it for a while, and it did take a lot of courage to actually ask them to let him go. I'm having these to do a little group seance together for the final time, and Lilith just lost her tooth in the middle of it, but they're doing a seance together as like a final little bonding thing, because I feel like it is the morning. I feel like it's about time for Guidry to leave, so they can at least do this together. Oh, and she's feeling a bit under the weather. She's not gonna go to school. I think that this is affecting Lilith a little bit more than we thought, but she's still being quite brave through it. I don't really see Guidry anywhere, so I think that he did leave at some point, unfortunately. It's a little bit later in the day, and Ginevra is going to go cry in her coffin, mainly because she's upset about the pregnancy. If anything, right now she's quite happy because nothing is tying her down. So although she is gonna miss Guidry and she probably does feel bad about Lilith losing her father, she is kind of like okay with it. She doesn't really want to be in a relationship anyway. We do kind of have to focus on the baby stuff, and I do want to try this again, asking a psychic, and again we'll pick Guidry and just kind of see. Oh, she actually has to go and pay 100 simoleons. If I knew that, I wouldn't have sent her, not gonna lie. So she is back. The spirits never lie. The sim you asked about is not the one who fathered your child. She does seem a little bit upset, but it's okay. She'll deal with this somehow. And I guess that a way of dealing with it would be to actually go and work on the book that she is meant to be working on. So let's resume this alien beings and where to find them. Oh, she does have her also paranormal gig in 1 hour, so I guess I'm gonna have her write it until then. And let me see, how far along is she? She could give birth anytime, so that's probably gonna happen sometime tomorrow evening. That can happen so quickly. Well, at least now we know that it is an alien baby, and she is feeling quite confident. She feels like she conquered a fear. She's feeling kind of good. Spirits have spoken, so she's feeling alright about the pregnancy, and at least it's helping in her research, so that's something. Lilith, however, will probably be quite confused about this, I don't know, probably purple baby that's making her mom feel really sick. I have noticed that Ginevra has been feeling really sick throughout her entire pregnancy, which isn't something that happens to my sims typically, so I feel like this alien baby is not really having a great effect on her. But it is time for her gig, and I'm gonna send her by herself. It's a bit easier. She did just finish writing that alien book though. She is a little bit late to work, but I guess it's worth it because she did just finish this a really huge piece of research, and I guess that it's really good timing. I did notice that Ginevra and Lilith have some new sentiments, so let me just take a little look. Oh yeah, because Ginevra saved her life, right? I forgot about that, but they are good friends now and they have good compatibility. She is still seen as unwanted child. I don't know if that's ever going to change because I don't think that Ginevra really ever expected to have children, and now she's gonna have multiple of them, but she does seem to be getting on well with Lilith. It's just like a bit of a background thing where she still feels a little bit like sad around her, like her life could have gone a bit differently if she didn't have her, but still she doesn't resent her too much. And Lilith and Guidry actually have a difficult family dynamic. I forgot about that, but they do also are good friends and they have really good sentiments, so it is kind of unfortunate that her father had to leave her, but it is what it is. So maybe I can just have Lilith go and try to communicate with Guidry on this little table. Ginevra just came back from her gig earning quite a bit of money. She's still feeling kind of alright, so we could use up her energy to do some work around, well, the house and some other things. So maybe let's go and pay our bills while we still have some money. And right, she can publish her book. Let me just see the quality of it. It is excellent quality. So hopefully this is gonna go really well and it's like really well received because she is doing quite quite a bit to make all this research happen, even having a child, so this better do well. But she will actually give birth today, so I'm kind of feeling like we should probably decide on her birth option, and she's gonna have definitely a home birth. She can't go to hospital while she's first of all a spellcaster, and second of all having an alien's probably purple baby. So let's not, and we'll just do a home birth by ourselves. But right now she has some other things that she will be doing, so we should be going to the magic realm for maybe the last time ever. She kind of just wants to take a bit of time to explore, because she is realizing, well, I will help Lana. She is a friend for like so long already, and I really do care for her, and I want to help her, and it is a really serious situation. So Ginevra has decided once this pregnancy is finally over, she will do whatever she needs to do, whatever is necessary to help Lana. So she knows that magic is not something that she needs anymore, because her enemy, who wasn't her enemy at all, has died already, Minerva, so she doesn't have to learn magic to fight her. She doesn't really need to learn magic for crystals, because that was a dead end, but she will just be doing a bit of exploring. Oh, Mentina's calling. All right, she asked to date someone, and of course that Ginevra said no, but she did realize that she just kind of likes crystals, so she kind of just wants to see what's offered. It's kind of in her routine right now, so she just kind of wants to see what's happening. Oh, she's just so pregnant. It's honestly kind of scary how big she is, and she has a bit of money, so I think I'll just get her one of each. She definitely has a turquoise, so I'm not gonna get that, but we'll just get the rest. And while we are here, because this is probably our final time here, at least as a spellcaster, we can get her some other fun things, so maybe we can get something here. She is kind of slowly saying goodbye to the magic realm, but she does want to get some things, so I'm not gonna really get her once, because this is not something that she really needs. But since we are starting to decorate the house a little bit, I feel like having these orbs around would be just kind of fun, so we'll just get her those. It is quite a bit of money, but she does earn a lot from her gigs. As long as we do them regularly, we should be okay with money. She is feeling a little bit sad. I don't know, maybe she's gonna be missing this place. It is quite beautiful and amazing, so maybe. But let's just see who's around. Oh, she's making some food. I feel like Ginevra could be benefiting from this, so maybe we should like go run here, run for the food, see if we'll get— oh, we won't get anything for free. Maybe we can resume it. Bit of a shame that we didn't get a chance to hang out with Elphaba, but I do appreciate that she left a free meal for us here. Oh, and she even likes cooking. That's really unexpected, but sure. Oh, it turned out kind of nice. It's just single serving. I feel like Elphaba really did prepare this for Ginevra, so you definitely go eat that. Oh, Lana is inviting her over to her house again. I feel like Lana's getting a bit impatient, and it kind of makes sense because, I mean, her life is on the line quite literally for like a while now, so I feel like it's getting more and more urgent, and Ginevra has realizing that Lana's getting a little bit desperate, so she already did agree that she does want to become a mermaid. She does have to officially tell Lana, of course, but we can't really do much about it while she's still currently pregnant, so we can just like leave that to the side for a bit, at least until the end of the day, because we know that Ginevra's gonna have her baby today. So right now you can just like take care of yourself and enjoy the magic realm for the final time. Oh, and Elphaba came to talk to her. She's feeling a little bit scared, a little bit freaked out. Not really sure if that's because she's like so heavily pregnant, or because she heard the news that Ginevra is starting to think about stopping being a spellcaster. She hasn't told anyone, but who knows, maybe Elphaba can kind of like see it on her or in her mind. You never know what kind of connection they have. I could just have them maybe chat for a while. A lot of you have said that you really like them together, and I do as well. And look at this, Elphaba is flirty immediately. They did cool down their relationship because of Guidry, but right now Guidry's not in the picture anymore, so you never know, maybe that could be kind of rekindled. I don't think that either of them would necessarily mind. I mean, Ginevra is grey sexual, so she doesn't really care much for all those things, but I kind of see it more as like she doesn't really see it for people, but she does see it for like occult sims, so I feel like she would kind of function as you would expect in these sort of romantic things with occult sims, but not so much with regular people. So we could just kind of like talk, see how things work. Oh, she's feeling flirty around her as well. It is a little bit odd that they're like doing all the little pregnancy things, but Elphaba seems okay with it. She doesn't seem like offended by it or anything. Well, maybe a bit. Oh, look at that. They're even having like a little nap together. That's so sweet. Oh my gosh, look at this person spying on them. Did you see that? Oh, I just missed it, but Lana was calling her to her house again. I feel like Lana's getting really impatient. Oh, Morgan came over to say hello. Hi, Morgan. Should we maybe try to learn a spell just for the sake of it? right. Okay, she can do a lot of like more interactions here. That's interesting. But maybe we should just like try to learn a bit more. Just for the sake of it. It's just kind of fun. So let's see what else she could learn. She's not really going to be using it at all, but it's fine. Look at Morgan's face. What happened? Are you good? She just learned Chillio. Create a blast of cold air that freezes anyone it touches. And infatuate. Convince two Sims to get romantic with each other. Whoa, that is dangerous to be giving to Ginevra. I guess that it's kind of good that she's not gonna get a chance to use this then. Well, does that mean that she maybe could do that? Like use it for herself and Alphaba? Oh no, she can do it just for other people. Well, okay, fine. We can just like continue hanging out for a bit until she's not feeling well or until the labor kicks in. But we still have quite a few hours until then. Oh, they have a bit of romance. I haven't even done anything. Okay, that's interesting. Well, maybe we should get Morgan out of the conversation if this is going well, because they obviously do want to rekindle things. So, Morgan, we are friends, but would you maybe mind getting out of the conversation? Oh, they're doing like a little embrace. That didn't take long at all, so I feel like they're kind of good. Oh, she seems to be telling her about the aliens, maybe blaming them for this. I feel like she would be kind of feeling confident enough and comfortable enough to be relatively honest with Alphaba and what's happening, so maybe that's a good thing. Oh, but it is seem to be going a little bit wrong because she is cursing and this one's like comforting herself in the mirror. Maybe they just didn't really expect to rekindle things. Fair enough, especially not under these circumstances, so we're not gonna push it too much. So maybe instead I should just have her go travel home and get prepared for the labor, because this seems to be going up all the time. I'm just checking and she actually already has all of these crystals, so that was a bit of a failure. But at least we can put all of these familiars on the table here just for decoration. We won't really use them, but at least they look quite pretty and they really fit in with what we're trying to do for the house. Kind of unexpected, but these two are even cooking together. They're actually being kind of sweet. I think that this pregnancy is weirdly enough kind of connecting them together because Ginevra is at least home a little bit more often than she usually would have been. So it's kind of helping these two bond, which I think is kind of unexpected but nice. Oh no, but she's in labor just now. Hopefully she'll have time to actually like at least finish cooking this. Oh, and this one's getting attacked by spiders. Oh no. So much happening at the same time. Oh no. Well, Ginevra, I guess that we'll just be starting your home birth because it is happening. You don't really have much choice. I don't really have anywhere for her to give birth though. She doesn't necessarily have a bed or anything. It's definitely not perfect, but I set up a little area in the middle of the kitchen because that's like the only place where we have room. So she's doing a bit of breathing exercises, and this is where she will unfortunately be giving birth all by herself, unless Lilith comes over to witness things, but I really don't think she should. I think it's better for her to just like go play in her room and just like stay out of things. Oh no, she's having a birth emergency. She might be experiencing stalled labor. Oh, alright. Hopefully she doesn't need a C-section because we cannot have one because she's having an alien. Oh no, and right in the middle of everything, she also has a toxic mold pile somewhere in the house. And I think that she also just peed herself right in front of her daughter, next to the broken sink. It's all a mess. She's still doing a bit of walking around with her coffee, but I did just realize that she actually can have a baby. So let's go and have this baby. Oh no, I can't do it. It's not happening. I have to switch things out. And just as I was gonna do that, she's having a birth emergency for real this time and she needs to go to hospital. That's gonna be so hard to explain. Maybe with the toxic mold we can just say that the baby is a bit sick, which isn't any better really. Well, I mean, she did just publish that research about aliens, so kind of the purpose of it was to get people to get used to them and that they're a thing, that they exist. So I guess that it's okay to have an alien birth publicly. It's just a bit sus, but we have to go either way. We don't have choice. Oh, and we can take someone with us. This usually doesn't really work for me. It never happens. Whenever I take someone, they leave. But we could take Lana as a bit of support, and if she wants to stick around, she can. If she wants to leave, she can leave. We made it to the hospital with Lana, and they're becoming best friends, which is kind of really fitting. Lana is, however, terrified, and I think that she kind of wants to go. She's saying goodbye, but at least she dropped Ginevra off at the hospital, so that's good. So what's gonna be happening? What kind of birth is she actually having then? Oh, it's a C-section. Okay, we're having... Yeah, right, an emergency C-section. I just thought that she had to like go to the hospital. I forgot that it's like a full-on C-section. It's happening. I mean, the baby looks to be quite huge and it was making her sick, so it's maybe even better that it's just like ripped out of her and that it's not like coming out of her, because that would probably be even worse. But okay, it's a girl. So since we do know that it's an alien baby, I'm kind of thinking let's name this one Polaris. It kind of makes sense, right? The name makes sense. I don't have to explain it. So okay, we're having like a little alien girl. Actually, I am curious if she's gonna be alien or a spellcaster, because it is a bit of a glitchy pregnancy, so it could be that she's not an alien, right? But I kind of do want her to be purple. Okay, let's just see. No, that's why she was looking big, because she has two of them. I can't believe that didn't even cross my mind. Oh, I'm quite upset now, not gonna lie. Okay, let me have a think. What are we gonna be calling this one? Well, I guess we'll call this one Gemini, because, you know, it's a twin and it's still kind of on theme with the names. I really hope that this is the last one, because if she has more, I'm just quitting, honestly. It is just those two, but it's way too much. Oh, it's not an alien. Interesting. Don't know if that's because of the mod or it's just how it is. There's both of them. She is looking relatively happy, just a little bit shocked probably. I'm not surprised because this is quite shocking, but they seem to be quite sweet together. Oh, and the babies got placed here in the living room next to the sparking radio, but I am noticing something interesting. First of all, one of them is a purple alien. That will be Gemini. But this one, Polaris, is potentially a spellcaster. She's not purple, and she is in this spellcaster crib. Oh, that's interesting. But we'll just be stopping it here with two babies, two different occult babies even, and we'll see how we'll deal with them in the next episode. And I guess Ginevra's big mermaid mission, that is something that is really, really important that is coming up. So join me right here for the next episode, and if the next episode is not out yet, here is something to watch while we wait. See you there.